Well, good morning or just past noon if you're on the East Coast. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am Russ with the ALG Vacations Education Team, and I'd like to welcome you to our webinar. Today we are featuring Elite Island Resorts, and joining me representing Elite Island Resorts, we've got John Cather, who's going to be doing our presentation. So we're so glad you decided to give us some time today and join us. Couple reminders before we begin, we do have a few ways for you to interact with us today. Yeah, the first is our chat. So I'm already seeing Wisconsin, Michigan, and Georgia in the house. So we're so glad to have you join us. But the chat is a great way for you to interact with one another. Secondly, we've got our reactions. So if you see or hear something that you like today, you can share an emoji. We'll see that fly across the screen. It's just a way for us to see how you're reacting to the content that we are sharing. And then thirdly, we've got our Q&A panel. So if you've got any questions today, please feel free to drop those into that Q&A panel, and we will get to your questions at the end of the presentation. And yes, I did see that question. Yes, the screen is supposed to be black. We will be showing a video here very soon. Uh, uh, Another thing that we are doing is we are recording this webinar, and it will be available for viewing later today on our ALG Vacations Know, Grow, Go webinar calendar page at algvacations.com/calendar. Also, we do have a prize giveaway, so big thank you to John and team for providing a 3-night stay at an Elite Island resort. So you're gonna not only learn about this, but one of you is actually going to get to experience one of these properties. So very exciting for all of you. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to John. And I know we're kicking things off with a video, but John, thanks so much for being with us today.
It's totally my pleasure. So yeah, we are going to start with a video that'll kind of put you in maybe put you in the mood for a little bit of excitement learning about our beautiful destination. So let's start with that.
Antigua, you're the one I love the most. Here, I can be my most adventurous, most playful, most myself. Your one-of-a-kind beauty spans the ages. The historic Devil's Bridge, the iconic Colonial, the timeless nature preserved in your parks, and your very own UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ever indulgent, ever attentive, with your complimentary, all-inclusive ways. In your embrace, my mind a little clearer. In your hands, my world lighter. Now, just as I once was, carefree, your accommodations accommodate every side of me. Intimate elegance for romancing, and family-friendly for the future me. Each day as I desire, each night enchanting, much more than an escape. You inspire. Of all the islands in all my travels, I shall miss you the most, for my world beckons me back. I leave with a happy heart, renewed, soon to return to you, but soon can never be soon enough. My Antigua.
I love that, guys. That really is such a beautiful picture of our island and what we have to offer in our unique destination. I didn't mean to start playing it again. I mean, we need to get on with this presentation. I've only got an hour, but I want to share with you some of the real secrets about our little chain of elite island resorts. ALG considers us a chain, and I guess we are a chain, but we are such a unique little collection of all-inclusive resorts. So we're going to go through the properties, and I'll go over each one of them. And what I want to do is I'm acting like no one's listening because I'm going to give you some secrets, some really unique ways to sell these properties because they are a little bit different. And if you've got a client that likes one of them, they may not like the other one. So I'm going to give you some secrets, and we're going to go through this. We've only got an hour, but we'll get through, and I'll show you some of the unique things about this island. Antigua, okay, you can talk to the tourist board and they'll tell you all about it. Briefly, it's we're down south of the about a 3-hour flight out of Miami. Easy, quick destination to get to. We've got one of the best airports in the Caribbean too. And I mean, I'm bragging. I'm not part of the tourist board, but honestly, there's so much to see and do in Antigua. We've got really one of the best airports in the Caribbean, all completely air conditioned with the things that come up to the jet and take you out. You know, you're not going down steps, and you've got a really very civilized airport. So really, in the Caribbean, one of the best airports, and that's one thing that's also unique about our destination. So I know you've sat through thousands of these webinars, and you've seen every hotel has a spa, and they've got 16 pools, and they've got this and they've got that. We're not going to do that today. I'm just going to tell you about each resort and what makes them special. And then you can go to the website, you can go through the training manuals on Elite Island Resorts, and you can dig a little bit deeper, but I'll tell you things that may not be in that package. So first of all, we'll start with Pineapple Beach Club. And I think this webinar said that I had worked here 35 years, and that's almost embarrassing because it's almost 40. So I'm going to tell you some secrets about this hotel because I worked at this hotel back in the 80s. 1987, I worked at that hotel. And so when people ask me, what's your favorite hotel? Well, okay, that's a little hard to answer, but Pineapple Beach is my favorite hotel. It really has such a unique vibe, and it's Jimmy Buffett kind of crowd, maybe. I mean, if you had to pick a client, it might be that barefoot, kind of laid back Jimmy Buffett style. So let me tell you a little bit first about where it's located. We are located, Pineapple Beach is on the northeastern side of the island. It's in a private, well, and I can't say private because the beaches are public, but it does have that beautiful stretch of beach with no other hotel on it. So it's not private, obviously, by law, but it is a private and no other hotel. So you don't have a lot of beach vendors, and you don't have a lot of non-guest traffic walking along the beach. And that, for a lot of clients, is very important. First of all, obviously, it is adults only. And one other thing, adult in our world at some of our hotels is 16. So this hotel is 16 plus. We do have, now it does pull mostly couples. But we do have, and we are, because you've asked, we are creating a new category that will guarantee a room with 2 beds. We don't have that option. That option is not at a lot of hotels, but we are doing this at Pineapple Beach Club. And honestly, I really didn't want to do it personally, but we do have a lot of friends traveling together. So it's not couples only. You do get friends traveling together, and you also get singles. So this property is a really good, low-key, chill vibe. That's a shot of a typical beachfront room, and you'll see it's really beachfront. Those rooms are they're built right on the sand. You've got several different room categories. You can look it up. I don't need to go through them. I will tell you some secrets about some of the room categories. You've got 5 restaurants. One of the funniest, one of the most unusual restaurant is the Outhouse. And again, I told y'all, I'm going to tell you some secrets, and I didn't realize this was being recorded. So do not hold some of the stuff I tell you against me, and do not come back to me and say, John told me, we're not doing that. I'll tell you some things that are valid right now, and this is July 8th, 2027, and it may not be valid next year when you decide. So you've got to keep up with what's going on. Follow us on social media. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. The outhouse was originally a little lean-to shack. And working at the hotel, we used to go up there and we would hang out in the night, in the evenings. And we had a guy on staff that played the guitar, and we didn't have TVs and Wi-Fi and all that stuff. We went out there and hung out. And the owner came up one day and said, "What are y'all doing up here?" Well, we were hanging out. We had our own little club. It became what is today called the Outhouse. It is a lean-to shack, serves the best ribs and cold beer that you're going to find. That beer, with the ice running down the side. So it really is a really cool spot. And yes, we've got other restaurants, and we've got air-conditioned restaurants, and we've got nice restaurants, we've got oceanfront restaurants, but that one is the fun one. So bars, of course, blah blah blah. We've got 6 8 bars. I don't know, 6 bars. So you've got plenty of options and plenty of unique things at the bar. Oh, and we make our own beer. And it is served only at. No, we sell it to some other hotels, but we do have our own. We make our own beer at right off property. We have our own brewery, so we don't have to rely on imports, because realize everything in Antigua is imported. So we do have, so that does tend to put some issues, about import tax and all that stuff. But we do make our own beer in Antigua. Which services all of our pools, all of our restaurants, everything that we have there at the property. So there's 3 pools, one right on the edge of the ocean. That's a waterfall pool. And then that's just an overview of the resort. Again, non-motorized water sports, all of that is included. Windsurfing, sunfish sailing, kayaking, the normal. The rooms that you see up on the hill, don't put anybody up there if they can't walk. Don't do it. They've got to climb steps. You put your fit couple up there. Don't put some old people up there. Those rooms are only with a king size bed, and put only your younger people that don't mind climbing the steps, or the old ones that think they're young and they want to work out. Those ones that are built right on the edge of the ocean, that is the waterfront rooms. That's the oldest block in the hotel. They've just been redone. If you sent clients there a year ago and they said, "Oh, they're old," no, they've been redone. We closed down last summer. They are gorgeous. They are small, but you've got complete privacy. The beachfront are great rooms, but look at that beach. Remember, I mean, if you want your privacy, you want to put them in the waterfront. Beachfronts are great if you want to be right in the middle of the party, and that's where it is. Then sell them the beachfront. The pool terrace is the ones that are in the back, and that's our lead-in price. Those in the summer, I'm going to give you off the record, they're running about $450 in the summer and about $550 in the winter, $650 in peak. That's just a general idea. Don't quote me. And again, you're not writing anything down. But those are the categories that we offer at this hotel. Of course, we've got a spa. I'm not even going to talk about it. Pickleball, y'all. Pickleball. I was in a meeting this morning, and I'm telling secrets that I'm not supposed to tell, but we are really bringing in some real pros into Antigua at Elite Island Resorts. Pickleball at this resort. Now, if you've got couples that want to do pickleball, this is a great resort, and we've got a full-time pro that goes between properties. But as big as pickleball's getting, I mean, we really, look at that. We've got fantastic courts. And these are all like certified and blessed by big people. I mean, we big pickleball people. So if you've got pickleball clients, if anybody even mentions pickleball, think of Antigua because we really have it. And of course, we've got all these other little these games and these beach things and activities. This is a fun crowd. This is a fun demographics, and those people that go to Pineapple, they really have a lot of fun, and the repeat ratio is fantastic. So it's a really cool option. As I said, Jimmy Buffett, but real fun group. Next, let's go to Veranda. As I said, they've only given me an hour, and it's a shame. Veranda. We built this hotel probably 15 years ago from the ground up. It is, as you can see, it's individual cottages, 700 square feet. I mean, my first apartment wasn't 700 square feet. So it is large. That's your entry level room is 700 square feet. So they're really a large unit, fantastic. But you know where it's on the northeastern side of the island. Fantastic rooms for friends traveling together because we've got rooms with one king size bed, or we've got rooms with two queen size beds. So if you've got girlfriends getaways, family reunions, friends that don't necessarily want to sleep together, but want to room together. 700 square feet and two queen size beds. Fantastic. Triple occupancy as well. So really this property and this property is really for your pickleball, like your pickleball clubs, like your real pickleball players. We've got a lot. It's great for groups. We've got 2-bedroom villas. And so if you've got couples that want to share, and it's got a private pool, so you've got a really nice option of categories or of amenities at this resort. It is a large resort with 6 different restaurants, indoor dining, fine dining options, casual dining. It's got a nightclub, or nightclub's a little strong. It's got a late night pub sort of sports bar with TVs all around it. So yeah, they're playing the FIFA or World Cup, whatever. I don't know. All of that is on there all the time. So it's really a really cool spot for that. You've got a coffee shop. We've got each one of our resorts has a coffee shop. So I won't spend any time on that. The coffee shops are open 24 hours. And you've got like nice after dinner coffees, like, grown people coffee, like, with rum and stuff in it. So that's really good in the evenings. Or then for the early birds, you've got, morning coffee and croissants and all that stuff. So at each of our resorts. So the coffee shops are always open 24 hours. 4 pools. I don't need to explain the pools. You've got large pools, smaller hideaway pools at this resort, pools that people go to and they don't even know. I mean, you walk right by and you don't even see them because there's hideaway little pools that are secret. So you've got plenty of space that everyone can find their niche spot, privacy. Pineapple is a little more it's a little more together, and you'll notice each other. If you want to be seen, maybe Pineapple. If your clients don't really want to be seen that much, then maybe Veranda's a good option, just for something to think about. 2 beaches. We've got at Veranda, we've got 2 beaches. So really lots of options. One has all the water sports, and the other one is a little more quiet. So you've got a little more privacy, a little more romantic. So you do have a lot of options with this resort. Cocktail bars right on the beach. Now we don't have somebody bringing it to you. You got to get out of your lounge chair and go up but there is cocktail bars there at the beach as well at Veranda. I mentioned about the various activities. Oh, we've got an 18-hole golf course there. That's fun because it's lit up at night, and you've got beer kegs there. So it's a really fun spot as well. So if they're not into pickleball, well, we do have the 18-hole mini golf. Of course, we have a spa. There's no reason to talk about that. Hammock Cove, y'all. This one's my favorite. No, but this one. Okay, so if you've got the luxury, 5 star. You're going to picture the guest who this is perfect for. And each one of these properties, I know you've got someone in your mind that is perfect for that property, whether it's your pickleball group or it's Sophie's getaway, girlfriend's getaway, it's St. James, or it's veranda. Okay, this one, picture who this client is. 5 star. Foodies, luxury. This property, it's only 51 private individual villas, each with a private pool. So, and it's located right near the other properties. But we don't do that little thing where you can stay at one and play at another. Hammock Cove, no, you don't have non-guests come to that hotel. Michelin star chef, your own private concierge. We call it personal or guest ambassador. But when you check into the hotel, you get a cell phone and you can call them at any time. Bougie, just bougie, just stupid bougie. So anyway, this one is really the place that you want that client who's really looking for some privacy and something romantic. This is the perfect option. And y'all have got with ALG, you've got that upgrade program. Y'all getting some rich commissions on some of these properties. So have a look at that. Look, because we are a little bit different, but have a look at pay to upgrade, because it's easy to talk someone into upgrading to this property. Have a look at the websites. Look at the different categories. Our new signature villas there. Oh, they are to die for. This is our the lead-in category. Look, I mean, gorgeous, right? The private plunge pool, the waterfronts are really right there on the edge of the water with that view. Stop it. Gorgeous. The shower. Y'all, I did a site inspection. I took 20 agents. We all got in the shower. Yeah, we all fit in. Yeah. That's how big that shower is. Look, it's a room. It's a room. It's a full room. The signature villa is bigger a little bit, and the pool is huge, just really nice. A separate area of where that if the spouse wants to get up and maybe do some work at night, they can close the door, or who's taking their laptop. But anyway, if there are people that are so dedicated to work that they have to work during, then they can go in there and they'd have some privacy. There's also, the mini bar. Yeah. There's nothing mini about it. Okay, it's full bottles, like the full bottle, not the little minis. It's full bottles that are in your room. And you can let us know what kind of gin, what kind of vodka they want, and it'll be stocked by your ambassador. So really luxury 5 star service. The food. Michelin chef. Y'all got that right. Michelin chef. So if you've got your foodies, if you've got and I know how y'all New Yorkers are. If we've got New Yorkers here that think that, their food is the best. Okay. All right. You can sell it with confidence. You can sell it with confidence. Trust me when I say that. You can sell it with confidence and not have to worry. We don't want to hear from the guest when they're in Antigua that there's a problem. That's why I want y'all to see the difference in each one of these elite properties. Do not sell the wrong client to the wrong property. And like I said, if there's one elite that they like, they may not like the other. So you've seen 3 completely different properties so far. Michelin star chef, as I mentioned, and that's just really important. And there's always these pop-up things that they do there that they had golden goat caviar, little pop-up. I mean, bougie caviar on the beach. They do these other private every evening. There's some kind of, or there's a seafood buffet on the beach on one after, like on a Wednesday afternoon or something. Or they've got one night they've got a jazz night. I mean, there's really something going on every evening. Now, it's not you're not gonna go there and turn up, and y'all know what I mean. You're not gonna. It's quiet. It's quiet. This is not the place that you send that client that's looking to turn up. These people are looking for privacy, and they're looking for something romantic, and they're really into each other. And that's where these people go. Sir Rob's is our newest, and that was named after our chairman, Sir Robert Barrett. And he's the one that started Elite Island Resorts 40 years ago. And this is in honor of him, in memory of Sir, and it's Sir Rob's Restaurant. And they are, it's a steakhouse and lobster. And there it is. We have a fine dining restaurant, which is the Lighthouse, that does 7-course dinner, 7 course, all included. There's no surcharge. It's not like, you've got a surcharge for the steak and $35 extra for this, and top it up with high-end liquor, and it's an extra $100. No, no. It's all included at this resort. So again, sell it with confidence. It's virtuoso appointed, and that says everything. A beautiful small beach, but plenty of space and plenty of room for everyone. The water sports again, and I love that picture because they do have those, and it's just real. It's just what it's like. That's what it looks like. Chairman's Lounge. So we've got a nighttime bar that's open late, and it's got but it doesn't have activities or entertainment. There's a record player up there, and and you can get bar service up. It's really help yourself. But all of that is part of this really, really unique and small staff, and small number of rooms, and personalized service is exactly what you're going to get at Hammock Cove. And of course, it's got a fantastic spa. I'm not going to mention that, but we do have pickleball courts as well at this resort. So again, the pickleball player that's also a foodie would love this resort. Activities is well included. Oh, and the chef invites you into the kitchen. He does these demonstrations, and the guests, and there's no additional charge, and he's given all his secrets. So, again, foodie. Another one. This one, y'all. This one is my favorite. The Galley Bay. Are you kidding? So, Galley Bay, look at that beach. I mean, this beach, well, these rooms are illegal. If they blew away, we could not build those rooms again. You're not going to find a room that you roll out of bed and open 2 steps and you're in the sand. You're not going to have it. You can sell beachfront in Mexico and DR and Jamaica and wherever you want, and we all know that's not beachfront. This is beachfront. You're not going to have beachfront at Hammock Cove. No, you're going to have ocean view. You're going to have a gorgeous, gorgeous view. You're not going to have beachfront at Veranda. You come down to the beach, you've got a fantastic view. Beachfront, beach. This is it. Now, I'm sorry, Galley Bay takes the lead of beaches in Antigua. It is over near St. John's, so it's only a 15-minute ride, maybe, from the airport. Again, the code is ANU for Antigua's airport. I'm getting off subject. Fantastic beach. Again, food. Michelin star chef at this. Are y'all selling all inclusives that have a Michelin star chef included? I tell me, because I don't, not in Antigua and not in a lot of the Caribbean. So again, you've got fantastic dining, and this resort. I'll tell you that secretly. Fantastic accommodations, a variety of accommodations and as I said, you've got really beachfront. Now, the only category that's not beachfront, and don't sell the client the wrong one. This Gauguin Suite is not beachfront. It is a garden setting. Gauguin is Tahiti, is a famous painter that did Tahitian art. So it's got a Tahitian feel. like you've flown all the way to Tahiti, but it's only a three-hour flight. That's what you're getting at this property. That's the feel. This almost rustic, but rustic sounds like it doesn't have air conditioning or something. But that really, really local feel at this resort, and the staff that's been, well, they've been there for 40 years. So, and they the repeats that come to this resort and the couples, it is couples only. And by couples here, it's 18 plus, and it's really couples. We do get a few families maybe in the season, and by that I mean grandparents with their adult children, but otherwise it is couples. It doesn't say couples only, but it pretty much is couples. Every room is a king size bed. We do have one category, the premium beachfront suite, that will accommodate 3 people, and that is that whether we do put a full proper day bed or a full proper single bed in the living room area. So it will accommodate 3 people, but it very seldom is that used. The swimming pool, a large pool in the center of the hotel. We have beach service at this property, as we do at Hammock Cove, and beach service and pool service. So you don't even have to get out of your chair. You just lay there and ring the buzzer all day, and fantastic. So that's really a really cool thing about that property. Again, I mentioned the food. I I just can't talk about the food enough. So again, if you've got the foodies, this one is amazing. And look at that dining, the Gauguin restaurant. Those little teepee thing, that's an individual table. That's your table that you are at for the night. I mean, on the sand, yeah, with that view, just stop. You can't get it anywhere else. I'm sorry. It is a fantastic view. And this property, again, beachfront. Yeah, we do put on long pants for dinner. I'm sorry if that insults some of these men, but you get out of your tank top and put on some long pants and put on some shoes and a collared shirt and come to dinner, because that's the experience that you're getting. And if you've got that client that says, I don't want somebody telling me what to wear for dinner, well, don't send them to us, because we take great pride in our culinary experience at Hammock Cove and at Galley Bay, and it's well worth it. So that's just my opinion, but I really feel strongly about it. We do have bars, of course, that at this resort right on the beach. Rum Shack. Oh, and y'all can get rums from, and I can't even tell you some of the stories, but it is open late. You can get shots of rum from all over the world, and then the rum connoisseur, you have rum flights, and well, by the end of the evening, you don't even know what you had. But a fantastic, fantastic location. Again, low key, low vibe, but there is nightly entertainment. So unlike Hammock Cove, which doesn't have nightly entertainment, Galley Bay will have a band each night. I mean, there will be some activity in the evening, and if there's not, y'all sit outside on this beach and watch the sunset. Oh my God, you're not going to see. And see, that's something that you won't know if you do a site inspection, and you don't know unless your clients have spent the night and stayed overnight. But the sunsets at this side of the island are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and a reminder up there that each lounge chair at this resort, you don't have to rush out and reserve your lounge chair, because each room has the lounge chair number. So you've got your own individual lounge chair. You don't have to rush out and reserve anything at this resort. Yes, you'll make reservations maybe for dinner, but all of that can be done upon arrival. You don't have to do anything. You just show up, and you'll be entertained throughout the day, or not. Absolutely not. But of course, you've got your water sports and you've got your activities available at the resort through the day. Unlimited water sports and all of that. The spa, and I don't mean to discredit any spa, but as I said, a gym and a spa every resort has. The spa here is very unique. It's a gorgeous spa, outdoor, beautiful setting, and all of the treatments, pages of treatments that are available at this resort and at Hammock Cove. So the spa experience is totally there. Um, the activities, tennis, and we've got bicycles at the resort. This is a pretty big complex. I mean, it's a big complex, but it's only 98 rooms, but a yoga pavilion and the green pride. This is one thing that I started to give the secret away, but I'm going to tell you now. We've got 18 acres at this resort of greenhouse and of gardens and of vegetables. We bring our own tomatoes and we grow our own herbs. All of that stuff is grown there at the resort. And if you ask real nicely, your clients can get a tour of that. If they're into that sort of thing, this is a really, really perfect option. And you'll see it in the food and the displays. So we've got some unique little tours and things that we offer at Elite Island Resorts that you're not going to find at your big box stores. And I'm sorry, but these resorts are completely different than your big box stores. Let's move on because I know somebody's going to give me a ding in my ear or something and tell me to shut up. But St. James Club. St. James, the other resorts that we've mentioned, those are all our adults only. St. James Club is our family-friendly resort. And now, if y'all, and I hope I'm not being recorded, y'all better not repeat this. St. James Club did have some bad reputation. I know. It had some teething problems. It's been around for a while, and we took it over, I don't know, 15 years ago, and we had focused on these other properties that I've shown you, and we've now started really, really focusing on St. James Club. I want to invite you to have another look at St. James Club and its options and what it offers. It's stepping up its game. Okay. I mean, it's really stepping up its game, and there's a lot of options for the families and the couples, friends traveling together. This property is something to consider. First of all, it's located down at the south end of the island. So that's down it's fun. That's in the fun area. That's where you're only 5 minutes away from English Harbor, Nelson's Dockyard, Shirley Heights. All the yachts come in down here at that side of the island. So you've got some things going on at that side of the island. And so it's really a fun atmosphere. The yachting community and St. James Club has its own marina, and it was at one time, it was really a yachting and a tennis club. And I don't know if y'all even know who Martina Navratilova is, but she used to come there, and we had tennis workshops and clinics, and it is reviving that exclusivity as of late. A lot of refurbishments going on at this resort. The food experience there has been uplifted. First of all, it's built on a peninsula, so we've got that whole peninsula is St. James Club. So you've got a beach on both sides. And so that brings up something else, that it's an elephant in the room. Sargassum and seaweed. Y'all know about it. You're hearing about it in Florida. Well, I went to the beach the other day and I couldn't even get in the water. Don't send your clients to Florida right now. I'm sorry, Florida, but but the Caribbean, and I know that Mexico and Caribbean, we've all been fighting it. We've all been talking about it. St. James Club has 2 beaches. And I'll be honest, one of those beaches does have some sargassum on it. Maybe today. Maybe tomorrow it won't be there. It's not that bad compared to some of these other places. I'm serious. It's really not that bad. So you can comfortably sell St. James's Club with its variety of options and room categories in July and August. Oh God, don't start me there for saying that but you can be confident in selling it because the sargassum, if it's there today, it'll be gone tomorrow. I can confidently say that. It will be gone tomorrow, but they might see it. But that's why we have two beaches. So you've got the other side, the Bayside Beach, which really does not have an issue, and that's where all the water sports, and that's where everything is anyway. In our hotel rooms, we've got a variety of categories. Club room has only one king size bed. Please don't put two ladies in there and then requesting comments, two beds. Don't do that. That just sends me to the edge when I see that on a booking. And I do not have time to call y'all, and it's going to make y'all look stupid. So don't do it. A room with two double beds. We have the premium room or the beachfront, and it's not on request. You book a beachfront and a beachfront king, or you book a beachfront with two doubles. That's what it is. You don't go in there and request get one king bed if you booked a beachfront with two doubles. Come on. Junior suites have a king size bed and a day bed. Now remember, this property also children, so you can put two adults and a child. Now don't put a 16-year-old. Don't child to us is 12 and under. So don't come in here with some grown man and saying it's a child. Don't do it because it's going to just make you look stupid, y'all. King size bed in the Royal Suites. And the Royal Suites is our adult only section. So you can send couples there and they'll see children, but they won't be around the pool. They won't be in their space as much. We've also got 2-bedroom villas. Now, 2-bedroom villas, and it's all inclusive, remember, you're not going to find that many places. These are 2-bedroom villas, each with a private bath. So you've got plenty of space, large oversized units. If you've got families traveling together, don't come to us and request rooms side by side. Book them in a 2-bedroom villa. I can't guarantee when you come and ask me, I booked a king and a premium, and a club room and a premium room, and I want them adjacent. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, book them in a 2-bedroom villa, and then you won't get the call because the hotel can't provide it. Not our fault. Read the fact sheet, read everything. You've got to do some studying on your own. But with this property, you can confidently sell it. It's in a great area of the island. There's a lot of activity. There's nightlife. There's, again, I mentioned 2 beaches, and those beachfront rooms are on Coco's Beach. You won't see the seaweed. You can confidently sell it without any issues all winter. Winter. Don't delay. If you've got people talking about winter, do not delay in booking winter because, well, Christmas is nearly sold out. So if you find it, you better grab it. So at any of the elite resorts, summer is strong. We still got summer availability, but please book ahead for next winter. And well, I'll tell you all later that. Let's finish with St. James Club. The various food options. A lot of options throughout the day. We've got 11 to 11. Guess what that means? It's open from 11 to 11. It's open all day. We've got a coffee shop. We don't have 24-hour room service here, but there is a coffee shop. Again, it's open for 24 hours, and it does have snacks. So you do have that option for late night snacks, and the late night drunk can get something to eat. 6 pools. So we've got plenty of secret spots at this resort. It's a large resort. It's our largest resort. I'm boasting, it's like 260 rooms. I know y'all are used to 1,000-room hotels. We are not that. We are much smaller and a little bit more unique. So again, your clients will be noticed. We will remember you. We do know you. So you won't get lost. Your clients won't get lost in some mega 1,000-room resort with all kinds of options, all kinds of food venues, and all the food tastes the same. We've got a nice variety of options within our resorts. Pickleball again at this resort, tennis, all sorts of activities, daily activities, all sorts of fun at this resort in Antigua. I'm going to move out of Antigua. We've talked about Antigua a lot. I hope that I've given you a little bit, and we'll come back to it because I'm sure I've got some more secrets to tell you if they don't shut me off. But I have to get through this resort as well. Club Barbados. Now, Antigua is, and I don't want to say third world because I'll get in trouble from the tourism authority, but Antigua is very little stop signs, and your local stop sign is the goat or the donkey that's in the road. We're talking Antigua is still rustic Caribbean, and I mean that in the most loving way. Barbados is a little more developed. Barbados has a little more going on. I mean, Barbados has some major like interstates and stuff. It's really a little more developed. So Club Barbados is located in the nice highfalutin side of the island. It's located, it's on the, but they called it the Gold Coast, and it's a residential area. But unlike Antigua, that means you can come outside outside the hotel, and you're on a main strip, and you can get on a bus and you can go all over the island. You can't really do that in our Antigua properties. So that's one thing that makes Club Barbados a little different. Now, look at your price point at Club Barbados. Barbados is not cheap. Barbados is not cheap. There's a lot of new product coming in Barbados. There's a lot of things going. It's a very developed island, and Club Barbados is going to be your lead price point on the island, and it's good value. Let's have a look at it. It is about 45 minutes from the airport. Your code is BGI. Y'all should know that, and I shouldn't have to tell you. The rooms are comfortable. They are large. We've got several categories: garden view and ocean view. I mean, there's two levels. And then within that, you've got a superior, a standard, a lead-in category. So your lead-in garden view room has a king size, or that king size bed will actually split apart to two twins. So if you've got friends that should be all clear in the description. Oh, we've got a category, y'all, another secret. We've got a category called Ocean Loft. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. Just don't sell it. Okay? Let the OTAs sell it. Serious. Just let the OTAs sell it, because that way you won't hear about it. The Ocean Loft is on the 4th floor. We don't have elevators. Don't put your handicapped client in an Ocean Loft and then be calling me or calling and harassing the front desk. Don't do it. Just don't sell the Ocean Loft. And the other categories, bear in mind, again, there's no elevators. There's no elevators in any of our hotels. And you do see most of them, though, are only 2-story. This hotel is 4-story. So if you've got an elderly client with walking disabilities and this and that, don't do that, because they'll be calling you. Okay, I'm just saying. And the UK market has a lot of these rooms. So if you are selling Barbados, and if you are looking for a price point, and you've got clients traveling in the winter, book them now, because the UK is they're going to grab all these rooms, and we're not going to have any in the US. Another thing about this hotel, again, the sunsets, because it's located on the west coast of the island, you've got a fantastic sunset. That's about all there is to do there. It's kind of quiet. There's nightly entertainment, and I use that word loosely. There is nightly bands that play. We've got several restaurants there at the hotel. The food is very good. Barbados has a lot of competition for food. Barbados is one of the best foodie islands in the Caribbean. So a lot of guests do, again, because you've got nice restaurants within walking distance, a lot of guests use Club Barbados as a base. They'll have breakfast, they'll have lunch there, and they might go out to eat. Again, because the price point for Barbados is good enough that they're saving money, and they can do that. And so it's no loss. We've got a food truck right on the beach. Local, but the local food here, local Barbadian food is good. I'm not gonna say anything about Antigua local food, but we do have that option as well in our restaurants. The rum is the main thing that Barbados is going to tout, and we have our own rum shop at Club Barbados. Barbados is a very fun, very lively island. Our resort is very small. We are shaped like a U, so you've got and we don't have a beach. We've got a seawall. See, we've got this seawall that is right on the edge of the ocean. Now, Barbados has beautiful beaches, and we've got beautiful beaches on either side of us, and they are within walking distance. But do not sell a beach client thinking they're going to walk along the beach all day. That does not come to Club Barbados. That goes to Pineapple Beach Club. That's what I mean about or Galley Bay. If you've got a client that likes one of our properties, they may not like another elite property. So that's why you've really got to be mindful of what your client's looking for. This property, location is fantastic. The food is good. The entertainment is there. The rooms are comfortable. It is a good 4-star lead-in price on the island. You're not going to find a better deal. That's you're just not going to. Non-motorized water sports, again, the usual. You know all about that. They shouldn't really have that Caribbean dance class in there because that just gives the wrong idea. So I'm going to take that out. But it's not so much of a turn up sort of, atmosphere. Again, in the winter, UK client a little more low key. So summer, the US market is very strong there, and it does have a fun atmosphere. Y'all, I want to tell you a little bit. I've got a cheat sheet of list. Oh, another secret. I'm gonna tell this before we go any further. When y'all see, and ALG is probably gonna get on me, and I hope they don't. But anyway, when you see the mystery deal, everyone in this office has that. I don't tell them what it is. The mystery deal, when you're pricing out for Antigua, and you're pricing out, and you see mystery deal, that's an elite island resort. And I'm not supposed to tell you all that, but it is an elite island resort. It's going to be either Pineapple Beach or Veranda. It's whichever one. And I'm going to sign it. It's whichever one I need the business at. And I'll black it out. If it's not available, it's not available. And they've got another hotel up there as a possibility. And I hope they're not mad. But no, it's one of us. So when you see that, and that's a secret, and don't tell anybody. But that is an elite island resort. Okay, so what else let me tell you before we finish up, because I don't know how much time I've got. But the other secrets, the other secret I was going to tell you. Jolly Beach. Now, y'all don't get it twisted, but Jolly Beach is managed by Elite Island Resorts. Jolly Beach is offered by ALG. Y'all be careful. I mean, it's a great property, a fantastic beach, priced right. It's a 3-star resort, and you're not going to find another 3-star resort in Antigua on a beach. Stop. You can get in there you can sell winter right. I think you can sell winter right now for like $350 a night. Come on, but it's 3-star. Think youth hostel, kind of. I mean, not, but it's value. And if you've got clients that are on the border of whether they can come to Antigua or not, ALG is really the only operator that sells it. So, but sell it right. Don't come to me with complaints. And I really don't get it. I really don't get complaints on this property. I don't get complaints on any property, but I don't get complaints on this property at all because you're selling it right. And I appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm telling you, let the OTA sell it. That's what I tell you a lot of times. And if you see me, I will tell you certain things. Let the OTA sell it. And that one, the OTAs, they do a dadgum good job. So, and they should. And certain travel agents will not sell it. And I don't blame you because you don't have the client for it. That's all. Just match the right client. But it is a really good option for Antigua. You probably know Jody DeLeon. You're probably used to dealing with Jessica Berman, Jody DeLeon, Sherry Alt, all these famous people within the Elite Island Resorts that you see out at the trade shows, Philip Holland in the New York area. So you probably are used to seeing them and working with them and continue to work with them and do not reach out to me. You can reach out to travel agents at eliteislandresorts.com or eliteislands.com. And that is Jessica, and she is dynamite and absolutely the one to help you. But I've also got another secret. Groups. We're really getting into groups, and groups has become it's becoming huge. And we offer the 6th room free, but I've got a surprise. I've got somebody that I'm going to introduce y'all to that did not know that she was going to be called into this, but this is my friend Melissa Alexander. And if y'all been around, you know Melissa. Melissa, she did some high-end resorts and she's like me, she's been around for a little bit. And and we are so excited to have Melissa Alexander work for us. Melissa, tell us what you're going to do.
Yes. Hi, everyone. So glad to be here and to be with Elite Island Resorts. I joined less than 2 months ago to focus exclusively on groups. So as you see here in this beautiful slide, we have a number of opportunities for groups. I'm going to point out some of the big themes, and because I think you'll have this recording and some of this might be available to you later, is that we consider 6 rooms a group. So that's a lower threshold than a lot of other hotels. So keep that in mind if you have small social groups, as you can see there, any kind of family reunion or special occasion, maybe grandma's birthday or a beautiful anniversary, renewal vows. Keep us in mind for all of those things, but also for small meetings and incentive groups, if that's your focus. We're able to do some really fun things in that space, whether it's team building activities, maybe it's kayak races or things like that. The mini golf at the veranda is fun to do a team building event. So each property offers something very unique, as John mentioned to you. The focus properties for groups would be the veranda. And that one's great because all the rooms are the same size. It's only the view that's different. So that one's great because you don't have to worry about messing with different room sizes and views and all that.
Yeah, and the bedding is great with the 2 queen-size beds, so that's perfect for groups.
Yeah, and then so if you have in your community maybe a pickleball club,
yes,
there you've got maybe some marketing opportunities to do with the pickleball club. The veranda will have 6 courts by the winter time, so we're able to do some incredible pickleball groups as well. That's becoming a niche for us. And the other property is Pineapple, which was where John got his start in the hotel business. And Pineapple's a great group for casual social groups that don't need meeting and event space. They're going to love Pineapple. And then finally, if you have a group that needs children or needs activities and spaces for children, then that would be St. James's Club. So those are going to be the 3 properties that we focus on with.
Sorry, but your MICE groups, your incentive, the meeting space.
Yes.
You've got conference space at St. James Club, which is fantastic. So, and we've never had that before.
No, that's a new renovation that was part of some of the work that James.
St. James.
Calling you James, that John was mentioning that was done.
Enhancements at St. James.
Yeah, and we can fit up to 200 people in the meeting space at St. James's Club with all the latest technology. So if you have a group that needs the tax write-off for that business meeting, so they can write off the whole retreat, we can accommodate that. Definitely at St. James's Club, and then we have a slightly smaller event space at Veranda. So those are the 3 to keep in mind.
So we and the as she mentioned, the 6th room free, and right now we've got that promo with ALG to also.
Yes, we do. That
group
goes on
promo.
another week.
Yeah,
Where you have
it's
instant
part of
savings.
gyms, I think. So yes, we're participating in gyms. Now's the time to book that. And then as soon as we've got another really aggressive offer coming out. We really need to get the winter business. We want the US business on the books and before the UK buys it all up. So y'all need to book now.
For sure. And I'm here to support you and the entire ALG group's booking department with anything that you need, elite related.
Yeah, so we're so happy to have Melissa on board to assist us with the group program. And the only other thing, ALG 360, all our properties are listed on there, and also check out Vax because we've got used Vax, and I've always got an offer on Vax, and we've got our showcase. We've got an Elite Island Resort showcase. So go there and you'll find all sorts of information to help you sell. Use ALG 360 to send templates or send templates to your clients about Hammock Cove or about Galley Bay or about any of the resorts. We've got photos there that you can automatically put your sticker, your logo on and shoot it off to a client. So all of that is available to you. And again, go to Vax and check out our showcase because that changes monthly. Oh, I hope I get around to it, but it does change frequently and we update it and there's always specials. Oh, and our travel agent, I'm going to tell you this, our travel agent rates are all listed on the Vax on our showcase. And you can take a second room. So you and a friend, you and your partner, partner is another thing. We're LGBTQ. We are very, very gay friendly. So if you do have clients that are coming in and they are, now again, y'all don't send us the wrong type client. We're not Key West and we're not, any big Puerto Vallarta with the gay resort. No, we've got honeymooners. We've got the older gay men. Okay, we'll do that.
It's a mixed crowd.
But we do have a certain gay market, and we are joining IGLTA. So we're going to be out there, and we're really hoping to be the first Caribbean chain. Oh, and I should tell everybody this, but chain resort that is IGLTA accepted. So we're really moving forward in that realm as well. And I know if you have gay clients, you don't have many options for them. And trust me, they will be safe in Antigua. That's one thing also that's very important about our destinations. I lived in Antigua for 6 years. and so yes, gays are accepted there. And also safety. Safety is extremely important. And your clients can get out around the island and not have to worry about, you can rent a car, you can get around Antigua in a day. It's a circle. You're going to come back where you started eventually. Just get out and go and explore. And if you get lost, you just pull over at the Rum Shack and ask somebody, and they'll tell you. You just go up to Monk's Hill and turn left at the olive tree and go down by the fig tree drive. That's how they'll give you directions because there's no stop signs and there's you look for the church. They look for the bright pink church on the left and you turn right. That's how your directions will be, but they will be so friendly. The Antiguans and the Bajans are so friendly. Now, the Antiguans might be a little more reserved. They're not going to come up to your table, and they're not going to sit down right with you like you're at the local bar, and they're not going to sit down and say what you want. They're a little more reserved. The Bajan people are much more friendly. They're a little more outgoing. So, but that's just a uniqueness. There's nothing that's just a uniqueness about the island. Another secret I'm not supposed to be telling. All right, I imagine we're going to be cut off.
Yeah, I think we might have gone over
so
it, but
I don't know if he's going to come back on.
thank you for your attention.
Yeah, I'm here.
Thank you for your attention.
I wasn't keeping track of time. I have no idea.
We're a little over.
We're a little over. It's totally fine. We do appreciate. I love your style and love getting to.
I want John to shine here today, but I do want to give you my information.
Yeah.
It's there if we can support you. If you have any specific questions, maybe they're very granular. about the properties and how we can service groups, take a look. You can reach out to me, and then we look forward to servicing your group through one of the ALG brands.
Yeah.
And working closer together. Again, I think that group special instant savings has another few days.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah, I
you've got
think it's got a
proposal
week. I
in the
think it's over at
works.
the end of the month, close to the
Yeah.
end of the month. So yeah, use the GEMS program and the group special that we've got going. Sell the destination, sell Antigua. And then once you sell Antigua to the client, we've got the right property. There's really nothing else to sell in Antigua. Oh, if you've got people that want to turn up, okay, send them to Royalton. And if you've got weddings, send them to Sandals. Send them to Sandals. I don't want honeymoons. I want renewal of vows. Weddings, unless it's really small. Down in here, I've got Miss Group sitting here. But unless they're really small, well, all right, she's gonna bring on weddings. Then that's your other job. Okay. Questions?
No, if they're looking for the not the copy and paste kind of wedding experience and really intimate experience, then we'd be happy to do it.
And Melissa just got back from Antigua. So what was your thought?
What was my thought on Antigua? Well, I had been there 20 years ago. So it was a bit of a refresher. Obviously, some of our properties weren't in existence when I was there last. But one thing that I just want to chime in is kind of have a little bit fresher eyes, because I've only been here 2 months with Elite Island Resorts, is that they truly do each have a very distinct personality. They really do. And it's something that's worth understanding. And John was peppering in those little comments along the way, so that you understand the personality and can match that appropriately with your client, because each one has
very
some
different,
really nuance
they really
that
are
the other
very
one
different.
doesn't have. So that's something nice to keep in mind, and we can more than happy to guide you and direct you, as well as Jody and Jessica as well, to make sure we're matching you with the right client.
And if you have any questions, we're a small company. If you have any questions, do reach out, and we will, because we definitely want you to learn about Antigua, learn about our islands, our destinations, and fit the right client. But yes, were we opening up for questions, or are we completely cut off?
Yeah, we are a little bit over. There's 3 questions that I'll send you so you can respond to those
okay, perfect.
advisors directly. But
only 3? Okay.
Yeah, there was a couple. There were some more, but you answered those questions as we were going through the presentation.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect.
yeah, but I appreciate your time today, and thank you, advisors, for sticking with us. And yeah, definitely keep Elite Island Resorts in mind, as we do have our Caribbean Gems sale going on throughout this month. We appreciate your time, and I hope everyone has a great day.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.